What up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now that you tuned in, let's begin with Infinite J and Elazar. Recent trend right now, we have Elvis Presley and the Black Community Part 2. This one I found it, and I was like, why not? The first one I had my two daughters, Cadillac and Faith, and they was sitting here eating all the snacks and stuff that I got in here, and they was kind of all over the place. Go check that video. It's part 1. Right now we got part 2. I might need this so I can get all these little bubbles out of this. That kind of made it worse. Excuse me. Anyways, without further ado, let's get over here. We have a little disclaimer up here. Copyright disclaimer under section 107 on the Copyright Acts 1976. Copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Acts 1976. Allowances made for the fair use purposes such as criticism, comments, news reports, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is a report, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright status, yes sir, that might otherwise be, let's do it like this, might otherwise be infringing nonprofit educational or personal use tips and behave or balance in favor of fair use. Headphones, check. Video, play.
The first time I met Elvis, I was in Las Vegas in the 70s. I was the conductor and music director for B.B. King, the blues act. We were opening in the Las Vegas Hilton's main room as the opening act for. Well, we had no idea Elvis was there, nor did she, so we were watching her act from backstage, and in her act, she walked around the main room in the audience, and she always stopped at this certain table.
That morning when I walked into the dining room, I spoke. I said, good morning. He said, good morning. I said, what are we going to have for breakfast this morning? He said, fried peanut butter and banana sandwich. And I looked at him. I said, what? He said, fried peanut butter and banana sandwich. I said, I never heard of it. The first time I went in, fixed the sandwich and put it on the tray and brought it back, that wasn't right. His father was sitting there, and he said, Mary, I'm going with you and help you. And let's see, maybe both of us can get it right. I said, okay. And he said, let's toast the bread first. So we toast the bread and then spread the peanut butter on it and slice the bananas and put on it. And
what a nutritional meal. Fried peanut butter, banana. I don't know how you would categorize that. Sandwich. I've heard of it. I've never tried it because frankly, I don't eat bananas. I know it's good for potassium, but I don't. And vitamin C, I believe, right? Yeah, because vitamin D is from the sun. But I don't. I don't. Never been a fan of bananas.
And put them into the skillet and kept turning them with the spatula and turn them until they got heated all the way through.
There y'all go.
And I take them and cut them, put them on the platter and taking them back to me. And he said, that's what I want, that's right. And then smile.
Life, but he always lived because of the fact he was such a beautiful man. I don't care what nobody says. I know Elvis. You know, there are a lot of rumors. Elvis and I used to sing spiritual together. And he kept me from being number one. I was number one soul and he was number one world, and it took a long time, but it's almost like the two rental cars. It made me try harder. And I love Elvis for it. And we'll always pray for Elvis.
Do you remember that? Do you remember? It wasn't actually, you don't really meet
Hollywood.
Elvis, you actually just look at Elvis, okay? My mother sang with Elvis for years. Yeah. She and her group, they were called the Sweet Inspirations. Yeah. They also sang for Aretha for many, many years. On most of the, in the 60s, they were on all of Aretha songs. Well, Elvis took a liking to them, and my mom sang with him for many years. And they were very close. Yeah. I just remember at one point being in a room, and we were all in this room, my mother and the singers, and we, the usually backstage kind of thing. And he just walks in the room with his mink on, with his glasses on. Oh my God. And he just walks in, he says something, and everybody just, you don't say anything, you just look. It was just one of those moments I won't forget as a kid.
Oh my
it wasn't
God.
like, hi, Mr. Elvis, nice to meet you. You didn't do that. You just sat back and just looked at him. He was
Amazing.
amazing to look at.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
Wow.
And just to be in his presence
You know,
was awesome.
Tell me about that. Get.
Well, when they first called, the girl said, Elvis Presley, oh my God, what are we going to do? I said, hey, it's a gig and it's a good one.
Uh-huh.
So we went, and when we got there, it was nothing like what we might have thought, you know, because it was just wonderful.
Well,
it was really wonderful. He was into gospel. So every once in a while when we finished rehearsing with him, we just sing gospel, all of us, you know. And we just had a good time. He would get good money and good pay and good, it was nice atmosphere, you know, and we didn't go around with him as his friends. We worked for him. So we saw him at work or at rehearsals. So I don't know what he did in between, nor did I care. You know, I just doing what I was supposed to do, and we were.
What did I say?
I just doing what I was
Came by so
supposed to do, and
fast.
we were.
Elvis with, how you say name? Oh, that's Whitney Houston's mother. Okay. Or would you say Sissy? Las Vegas, August 1969. Yeah, Whitney Houston's mother, Sissy, was one of Elvis' backup singers from July through August 1969. I also was told that in the comments. I appreciate you as well. 2 people told me that. And then that's when I was like, that's neat. You know, you got to start somewhere. Somebody else that has nothing better to do wanted to come from me and was like saying some other stuff that was out of the wazoo, and then was piggybacking off my comments saying, oh, you got to start somewhere, because they was being harsh. Like, come on, bro. It's like you went looking for somebody to pick at and you found my channel and was just wanting to say something negative. Like, bro, get a life, man. This channel is for positive vibes, man. We come here to have a good time. We link up with one another, you know what I'm saying? Just vibing. And we share positive affirmation to one another. We don't need that. I'm not gonna say go to somebody else's channel. Go hit a punching bag or go for a jog in your neighborhood or something. Like, start there. Honestly. But to everybody else, man, I appreciate y'all. Love you, girls and guys. Everybody out there. I'm saying this channel is not for that. Oh boy.
Do you want to grow your
There
sales?
you go.
Then get unlimited sales leads, mailing lists, email.
The Sweet Inspirations.
Times that we've talked on television and had interview situations, I've never asked you about Elvis. What you want to know?
Eddie Murphy. You know Eddie
When
Murphy?
did that all start? When did the whole...
You know Eddie Murphy? It's another legend. Woo. Just like I have a lot to learn with Elvis, this guy here got a lot to learn with, you know, some of the great movie stars out there, people I grew up on. And a lot of people that's in the comments grew up on Elvis. And I'm learning about Elvis. And, you know, maybe his time will come where I can teach him some things about some of the people that I grew up watching throughout my years in the states that I were in.
love for Elvis began?
He teases me about Elvis all the time.
But
And
never on the air. Never.
No, when he says, like, if Elvis was alive now, he said, man, you wouldn't even hang out with Elvis. I said, yes, I wish it, man. Elvis would be in the lobby of your house, like, say, man, is Eddie there? And I'd be in the room, hey, what's going on, man? He told me to come over. I know what's going on. All right. But when I was a kid, see, Elvis Presley to me, it's his presence, I think it is. I don't think anyone in this business has had as much presence as Elvis. I don't think anyone's had as strong a presence. I think there have been entertainers. I think Michael Jackson's the only entertainer who's ever been more famous.
That was my comparison. Wow, honestly. Let me not go there.
Famous than him, but I think Elvis has more presence. Like when Elvis walked in the room, everybody just looked at Elvis. You know, when he's on the screen, you looked at Elvis. He just had this thing about
Makes
it.
sense.
And he was going through all this stuff with drugs and all this craziness, but on screen and on stage, he always looked like he was in control. You know, and that's amazing because it was this war going on inside this guy. And I'm just fascinated.
Nice.
Because the black community,
I'll take from the
obviously
documentary
felt
this time.
we shouldn't be doing it. So Ebony Magazine, in fact, called us and wanted to know, we got a lot. Why are you singing with?
Yes.
Can I get the water?
Yeah, I'm gonna continue this video without you. Go ahead and just hang that over there. You dig what I'm saying? Excuse yourself on out of that side. What is that over there? It's not part of the video.
Elvis Presley. You know, why not? and sometimes we get shot back with, well, you know what he said about black people. Yeah, I heard that story too. But I also heard the one he said about Mexican people. It's the same story. What he said about the story is, Elvis Presley said, all a black person, I'm using that, can do for me is shine my shoes. Mexicans have the story. All a Mexican can do for me is shine my shoes. That's also attributed to Elvis. Yeah, that's a story, that's a rumor made up by some rock and roll singer who wanted to be where Elvis was, I suppose.
Hey, bro, I was saying that in the first video. Like, you got people that are envious, that are miserable, bro. That have those people out there, dude. Live your life and worry about what you have going on. If it's not for the betterment of someone else, I'm not understanding where this white speck on my screen is coming from down there. Where? That's behind you over there on that side right there. See that? That's not part of the video. It's like a glitch.
Because as far as I'm concerned, Elvis treated us royally. And if he said it, I don't care, because there's things that I've said I don't want anybody repeating.
I'm going to be an Elvis impersonator.
Obviously, you see the irony here. You've got a black man imitating a white man who sounded like a black man.
I respect Elvis for what he did for music. You know, he opened a lot of doors for a lot of folks back there during a time when they wouldn't even, quote unquote, play the music on radio. So this is a tribute to Elvis.
At first, yes.
Yeah, I mean, they said he's playing black music. He's a white guy.
Yeah, but see, at first he was playing more like rockabilly. He wasn't really getting into the things that he started to do later. But when he started to do that, then he started to turn heads, including mine.
Yeah, it did. So
yes.
What did you see then?
I saw that he had everything. The looks, he had the talent.
He had the rhythm,
He had
the soul.
He had everything. To me, he had everything. You know, you started looking at the guys, God almighty, he's handsome, he's tall, he looks good, he can sing, he can play.
Got a lot of women.
Well, I didn't see, you know, I didn't see women disliking him, but he was just, I didn't see him after them either. But I guess had I been handsome like that, I probably would have.
I'm happy to get YouTube Prime or something. Ad-free experience. Black cat.
Black cats.
Keep away from me.
Keep away from me. Take my advice. Go shinny up a tree. I've got hard luck. The hardest kind of luck you'll find. I ain't lying. I've got the bluest kind of blues.
In the 60s and early 70s, when tensions between blacks and whites were at an all-time high, Elvis demonstrated his desire for racial reconciliation in the musicians that he chose and the treatment they received.
He believed that he had a certain connection with God. Not so much more than anybody else did, but in his search, he was trying to get close to God. So he felt that by helping others, maybe that was his mission.
Different than other kids I grew up with. I'd hang around parts of Tupelo my folks never even knew about. If Mama had known where I was half the time, I would have caught hell for it.
It's not like that nowadays. Kids don't want to go outside.
This friend of
Oh,
mine
ringing
used to take me
again.
across town to an area called
Damn,
Shipwreck.
bro, they got nothing else to
And that
do.
was when I first heard the blues.
This is the house that Elvis bought for me. He bought it in 1974. And he came and picked the house out for me. And I liked it, and he liked it. So he said, well, Mary, this is your house, if you like it. I told him I loved it. It was really nice.
There must be lights burning brighter somewhere. Got to be birds flying higher in a sky more blue. If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, oh why can't my dream come true?
And that's where we're going to stop it, because if not, it's going to run into another video. I thank you guys for sticking tuned. Thank you guys for sticking with me to the end of the video. If you guys enjoy it, I hope and appreciate each and every one of you guys that have stuck out to the end, that you will kindly leave us a like on the video, comment down in the description below what you guys would like to see next. Also, don't forget to turn on your post notification bells, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you. As always, it's your man, and for the J, peace, love, respect, and positivity, harmony. Till next time. Another casino one. He's just staring at himself. Gonna say bye, dude.
Bye-bye.
Over this way. I'll tell your sisters. Say bye right here.
Bye-bye.
Okay.